I think I'd like to quickly talk to Sterling. Sterling has a question about aliens. Can you hear us, Sterling?
Yeah, that's right. Loud and clear. I was wondering, basically, I'm on the fence about it myself, but I was wondering what it would take to convince you that aliens are visiting Earth in so-called UFOs or Earth's atmosphere, stratosphere, whatever you want to, all the spheres. What would it take to convince you that that's really happening?
Well,
evidence.
Yeah. I was going to say, first of all, we have to clarify that a UFO or a UAP does not mean alien. But I think for me to be convinced that there was aliens, I would have to see some hard evidence. Yeah, I'd have to see them probably in person and verify that they have no human DNA. And there's, reports from just anything that would present to me as empirical evidence would probably move me in that direction to be more confident that aliens are real.
Yeah, it's like anything that is I'll say bold claim, because that's kind of a bold claim that there's extraterrestrials among us visiting from other planets. It could be true. I'm open to the idea because, why would we think we're the only beings in the universe, intelligent beings in the universe? So, yeah, that could be very well a real thing. But incredible ideologies and incredible claims need incredible evidence. And it's just like anything that Christians would claim. If a Christian says God can raise people from the dead and has, I'm going to need to see that other than stories in a book. I'm going to need to see that. It's going to need to be verified. And so I treat an alien claim or a ghost claim or anything like that the same way that I would treat a Christian claim. If it's a really incredible claim that's beyond the norm that we've experienced, that we have understanding of, then you're going to need to show me that. And we should have video evidence. Like I've said many times, we have technology now to be able to capture that stuff beyond vague saucer-shaped blurry images, that we've all seen. And like Erin said, just because it's a UFO, it means unidentified. We don't automatically make that jump to an extraterrestrial being. So just hard evidence. That's the simple answer for me.
What would convince you, Sterling?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Oh, sorry. I just said, what would convince you? So where's your line there?
Well, if I had to put it on a scale of 0 to 100%, I'd probably be at around an 80% that they are visiting us in UFOs. That's where I'm at. But that being said, for me personally, I'd say 90% is my threshold to where I start to say that I believe stuff, or at least say it publicly. And part of it is I kind of find myself wanting to believe in these things. I grew up on the X-Files and really finding shows like yours and in your network, it really made me start taking a long, hard look at, do I believe it because I want to, or do I believe it because there's evidence?
Well, let me ask you this,
people on the other
Sterling.
I'm sorry.
Why do you have an 80% belief that it's real? What's your basis for that?
Oh, great question. And this is tough for me. Again, I would say visual evidence is one of the main things. I would say that
I didn't understand.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Sterling?
Sure.
What did you?
Sure. I would say that one of the biggest factors is video evidence.
Video evidence.
Oh.
Okay.
So you've seen some video evidence of aliens living among us.
I didn't say that now, but I've seen a lot of video evidence of strange things in the sky. Put it that way.
Okay. UFOs.
And then the CIA came out and released some videos, and I've heard scientists say that they are moving in ways that that we don't have the capability to do. And so, again, I'm on the fence. I'm not going to die on that hill, but I was just wondering what it would take to convince you specifically. I wanted to get you very specific.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by the videos myself. Even the claim that these are things that we can't do. I've seen some pretty detailed review videos of people explaining different things about the camera lenses, and when they zoom this way, it can make it something look. I don't know. There's a lot of good explanations out there that. For me, it comes down to like what is more likely, that there's something going on with the camera lens and like the reference in the background, the horizon or whatever it is, or that there's an alien race that's been visiting us, but no one's been able to catch. I am intrigued by it all, and I think it's good to have a line of what would convince you. But I'm not quite convinced yet that it's anything beyond just an unidentified flying object. But we're going to let you go here. We do have one more call to get into tonight before we go.
Thank you, Sterling.
Thank you so much for calling.
I would love to meet an alien.
I mean, I find the whole thing really fascinating. I can
think if they're visiting us, they'd show up. They'd come
say,
"Hey, y'all, what's up?"
You know what? Do you know what bothers me about? So there's lots of people with lots of different ideas, but what you get a lot when you start looking at the claims, a lot of people who've claimed that they've channeled aliens and these things, they tend to have a lot of similar requirements from humans as religions do. Like the aliens can't come here until humans have fulfilled this need that we need to stop all the wars, and like they get these quite a big narrative going on about it. And I'm like, well, I can definitely see how this is like a human desire for humans to maybe.
I think Sterling admitted it. He said, I kind of want there to be aliens. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. It would be interesting, that's for sure.